North Korea threatens US over military drills with South Korea. Alex Hogan reports North Korean threat suggests future missile and nuclear testing. North Korea confirmed Sunday the intercontinental ballistic missile test conducted Saturday was meant to further bolster its fatal nuclear attack capacity against its rivals, according to the Associated Press. The country also threatened additional powerful steps in response to the planned military training between the US and South Korea. In its first missile test since January 1, North Korea's official Korean Central News Agency said the launch involved the existing Hwasong-15 ICBM and was organized suddenly without prior notice at leader Kim Jong-un's order. The launch was designed to verify the weapon's reliability and the combat readiness of the country's nuclear force, KCNA reported. It also signals that Kim Jong-un is using his rival's drills as an opportunity to expand the North's nuclear capability, aiming to enhance its leverage in future dealings with the US. An expert added the North may seek to hold regular operational exercises involving its ballistic missiles, the AP said. North Korea fired ballistic missile into East Sea, South Korea, and Japan says. This photo provided by the North Korean government shows what it says a test launch of a Hwasong-15 intercontinental ballistic missile at Pyongyang International Airport in Pyongyang, North Korea Saturday, February 18, 2023. Independent journalists were not given access to cover the event depicted in this image distributed by the North Korean government. This photo provided by the North Korean government shows what it says a test launch of a Hwasong-15 intercontinental ballistic missile at Pyongyang International Airport in Pyongyang, North Korea Saturday, February 18, 2023. Independent journalists were not given access to cover the event depicted in this image distributed by the North Korean government. Korean Central News Agency / Korea News Service via AP. KCNA also reported the missile was fired at a high angle and reached a maximum altitude of about 5,770 kilometers, 3,585 miles. It also flew at a distance of approximately 990 kilometers, 615 miles, for 67 minutes before accurately hitting a preset area in waters between the Korean peninsula and Japan. The missile was reportedly aimed at a steep angle to avoid hitting neighboring countries. Flight details reported by North Korea, which lined up with the information assessed by its neighbors, show the weapon is theoretically capable of reaching the mainland US if fired at a standard trajectory. The KCNA said Saturday's launch demonstrated NK's powerful physical nuclear deterrent and its efforts to turn its capacity of fatal nuclear counterattack on the hostile forces into an extremely strong one that cannot be countered. Whether North Korea has a functioning nuclear-tipped ballistic missile remains a source of debate. Some experts say the country hasn't mastered the technology needed to protect warheads from the severe conditions of atmospheric re-entry. The country claims it does have such technology. North Korea threatens unprecedentedly strong response to US South Korean nuclear drills. This photo provided by the North Korean government shows what it says a test launch of a Hwasong-15 ICBM at Pyongyang International Airport in Pyongyang, North Korea Saturday, February 18, 2023. The content of this image is as provided and cannot be independently verified. This photo provided by the North Korean government shows what it says a test launch of a Hwasong-15 ICBM at Pyongyang International Airport in Pyongyang, North Korea Saturday, February 18, 2023. The content of this image is as provided and cannot be independently verified. Korean Central News Agency / Korea News Service via AP. The Hwasong-15 is one of the North's 3 existing ICBMs, all of which use liquid propellants that require pre-launch injections and cannot remain fueled for extended periods. The country is pushing to build a solid-fueled ICBM, which would be more mobile and harder to detect before its launch. Korea Aerospace University missile expert Chung Young-kyun said the Hwasong-15 ICBM launched on Saturday appeared to be an upgraded version, as the information provided by NK showed the missile would likely have a longer potential range than the standard. The North's launch came a day after it vowed an unprecedentedly strong response over an upcoming series of military drills planned by Seoul and Washington, D.C. which NK has repeatedly slammed and referred to as an invasion rehearsal. In a separate statement Sunday, Kim Yo-jong, the influential sister of Kim Jong-un, accused South Korea and the US of openly showing their dangerous greed and attempt to gain the military upper hand and predominant position in the Korean peninsula. I warn that we will watch every movement of the enemy and take corresponding and very powerful and overwhelming counteraction against its every move hostile to us, she said. Kim Yo-jong, sister of North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un, attends a wreath-laying ceremony at Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum in Hanoi, Vietnam, March 2, 2019. Kim Yo-jong, sister of North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un, attends a wreath-laying ceremony at Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum in Hanoi, Vietnam, March 2, 2019. Reuters/Jorge Silva/Pool. South Korea refers to North as our enemy for first time in 6 years as tensions heighten. Soo Kim, a security analyst at the Rand Corporation, said it's clear that North Korea will consider any action taken by the US and South Korea as an act of hostility, regardless of how justified the action may be in response to the North's reckless behavior. With nuclear weapons in tow and having mastered the art of coercion and bullying, Kim does not need self-defense. But pitting the US and South Korea as the aggressors allows Kim to justify his weapons development, Soo Kim said. U.S. National Security Council spokesperson Adrian Watson ensured the U.S. would take all necessary measures to protect the American homeland, South Korea, and Japan. South Korea's Presidential National Security Council said it would seek to strengthen its overwhelming response capacity against potential aggression based on the alliance with the U.S. military. South Korean and U.S. militaries plan to hold a tabletop exercise this week to sharpen a joint nuclear weapon response plan. In March, the Allies will also conduct field training, another joint computer-simulated exercise. In this photo provided by South Korean Defense Ministry, a US B-52 bomber, C-17 and South Korean Air Force F-35 fighter jets fly over the Korean peninsula during a joint air drill in South Korea, Tuesday, December 20, 2022. In this photo provided by South Korean Defense Ministry, a US B-52 bomber, C-17 and South Korean Air Force F-35 fighter jets fly over the Korean peninsula during a joint air drill in South Korea, Tuesday, December 20, 2022. South Korean Defense Ministry via AP. Last year, North Korea set an annual record with the launch of more than 90 missiles. It also passed a law that allows it to use nuclear weapons preemptively in a broad range of scenarios. Kim Jong-un entered 2023 with a call for an exponential increase of the country's nuclear warheads, mass production of battlefield tactical nuclear weapons targeting South Korea and the development of more advanced ICBMs targeting the US.